What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hustle Podcast. My name is John. I'm your host, and we got my co-host,
Gabriel Arambula.
And if you guys are new here, what we talk about on this podcast is everything relating to mindset, business, how we can add value to you guys, and we share our collective 25 plus years of entrepreneurial experience and mistakes. That way you guys know what to avoid on your journey to success.
Yeah, and other stuff.
And other stuff too, correct. That's right. You just had to add it in.
Yeah, I had to.
All right, cool. And without further ado, how's your day, bro?
It's going, man. I'm up.
Going.
Dude, I'm up. My body's waking up at like 4 a.m. I was telling you.
I love
it. Like actually not even 4 a.m. Like now it's like 3:58, 3:50, 3:40, 3:45. So it's like my clock's getting used to that schedule because I kind of used to wake up about 4 a.m., work out, do meditation, read the Bible, drink an immunity bomb is what we would call it.
Yep.
I put like ginger, turmeric, honey, lemon, cayenne pepper, black pepper, all kinds of good stuff. It's actually really good. It's enjoyable. I enjoy drinking it. It tastes great.
I gotta get some of that drink.
I used to make it. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad about that my body's getting used to 4 a.m. But I am a little like we've been working long days,
grinding. But we keep going.
Yeah.
And we're on. Yesterday we did a little bonus podcast episode 20. So we did 26 in the morning, and then evening we did like 27 because we figured out the lights.
Yeah, we figured out the lights, so you can see all our flaws even more clearly.
Especially his flaws.
Yeah, it's mostly mine. Mostly mine.
Well, yeah, let's.
What are we talking about today?
We're talking
we got
about,
a topic?
We do.
You came up with one this morning.
Before that, we're actually on episode 28 today.
28.
28.
Yeah.
Right? 28.
I think we said that. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say it again.
Is this the end of the third week or towards the end of the third week? Because it's Friday. We might record something over the weekend, see what happens.
So that
week 3.
Week 3.
Week 3, 28th pod. 28th if we get two more in, that's 30, and that means 10 a week. 10 podcasts a week. That's not bad.
Yep. Easy.
Yeah, that's easy. I think that's easy. We can do that.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Let's get right into it, man. So today's topic is gratitude, right? The power of gratitude and how that is so overlooked nowadays, right? I like what you mentioned when we were driving here. You were sharing how like we're too focused on what we don't have.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Not be grateful for what we already have.
Yeah, what we have, yeah.
Right?
It was a quote, it was from this rapper, his name is La Russell. I think he's from the Bay Area.
Does he wrestle?
Huh?
Does he wrestle? La Russell wrestle?
It's not even good enough to be a dad joke, bro. What is that?
Well, good thing I'm not a dad.
Even worse follow up, bro. Oh God. Anyways,
that's why you're. We need you a co-host.
the quote it's something like we're too busy thinking about what we don't have instead of being grateful for what we got. Or something like that.
That was good.
Something like that, right? And it's funny because I read that this morning before John even mentioned talking about gratitude. So that's what you call an indicator. So yeah, that's how that
indicator
came about.
What?
An indicator of that. That's a good topic. Gratitude. Yeah,
that's how we do it, man. That's how we do it.
Yeah, indicator what like John wanted to fight, like I was insulting him. Listen, it's Friday. We've been working a lot. We're tired.
Yeah, we're just having fun, having a great day.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you guys
hopefully a short day.
Short day, however, psych.
Block.
It was I think last week, right? So we normally work from like 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and beyond,
And beyond.
One day it was like
Working on ourselves. What is what he meant? We're constantly working on
yeah,
ourselves.
on ourselves, right? Like one day, Gabe, it was like 5:45. Gabe was the desk behind me. He was like, "Hey, John, it's 5:45," and then I knew he was implying like, "Oh, we should leave," and I was like, "Okay, and so what? 5:45, so what? We stay till 6, brother."
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It helps to have someone push you, and keep you accountable to goals you set, and like really honestly just pushing yourself, because it's so easy to slack off. That's why I like working in office environments. It's not
Same,
easy to slack off when you're in an office environment.
especially when you see everyone working as well,
Yeah,
right? When you
no,
see,
100%. And then you get motivated because you see people winning.
oh yeah,
You know?
like when you see people dialing, when you see people putting the work in, negotiating, like going in on the phones, it's like how could you not do it too?
Yeah.
It's like you're in that same environment. It's like, dude, like you want to do it, like
Yep.
instinctively, you're like, oh dang, everyone's doing it, like I should be doing it too, right?
100%.
And it's fun. You have a
It
lot of
is.
fun, and like even though things are hard, like Gabe and I, we work every single day, literally 11, 12 hours per day, Monday to Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday, we work on ourselves, personal growth. So it's basically endless like grind time, right? Working. But for me personally, I'd like for you to share as well, like there are days where things get really hard, but I remind myself, what am I doing it for? And what I'm grateful for in the moment, right? In the moment, because a lot of times we forget where we came from, and we don't even realize that where we're at now was probably everything we wanted when we were like a kid or like 5, 10 years ago, whatever. We've already gotten to that point. Like making this
Yeah.
podcast. I
No,
always
right.
wanted to
Yeah,
make a
yeah, for
podcast.
sure.
Now we're here.
And here we are,
I've always wanted one.
making a podcast.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be around like heavy hitters, working around heavy hitters in a good environment. Be around good people every single day. Now I'm here
Yeah.
at the office. You know.
No, it's true, man. And I think we
What?
we get captivated by, and we get mesmerized by all the niceties of life and all the luxuries and the pleasure that this life and world have to offer. And it's easy to basically get seduced into like desiring or lusting after like material things, right? And we lose sight of just being grateful that you have a roof over your head,
Mm.
or you have something to eat, you have your health, your friends and family are healthy. And I think what happens is like that lack of gratitude causes someone to be ungrateful. And when someone is ungrateful, it's almost hard for them to receive anything, because it's that's just kind of how things work, versus when you have a grateful heart. And things that I've experienced in life is, good things happen, and you you get what you put out, right? And it also, if you're grateful, it really helps shift your mentality from a mentality of like lack and poverty to a mentality of abundance, a
Mm-hmm.
mentality of plenty, right? When you're
Yep.
grateful, you're like, man, I, I'm still, and like, this is dumb. I'll give you an example.
Hmm.
And I mentioned this. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm getting ready for work early in the morning, putting something together, was going to wear something, shirt was dirty, switched it up. And I'm like, all right, shoes, what's going to match with this fit? Came down to these Chucks, these crusty Chucks that I've had. I'm trying to figure out. I may have had these. I believe I had these from the time I lived in Aliso Viejo, and I moved in that house. We bought the house in 2005, and then we sold in 2008. So in between 2005 and 2008, I probably got these shoes. I'm pretty sure. But
Those
anyways,
are nice
I
shoes,
think they're
bro.
crusty.
Like
I need to give them another scrub and get some new laces. But anyways, I'm complaining in my mind. I'm complaining, and even kind of like right now, I'm like a little bit ungrateful.
these shoes are 15 years old, bro,
At
and
least,
they're in such great shape. Like
yeah,
you're worrying about how they look,
kind
but
of.
you gotta
There's
think
little
about
things bugging
these
me.
last
I'm
15
grateful. Yeah,
years.
and I'm grateful. And so that's
I wouldn't even
yeah.
have known, bro. Probably what
Probably
about
not.
2 years?
Yeah,
My shoes would have became
yeah.
like that two
If I
years.
don't skate in the shoes, I try and keep them for like for as long as they fucking like don't what's evaporate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or sometimes I'll give it to like my kid. My kids are growing up now, so
and think about
I'll
it.
give them the kiddos.
People would love to be able to keep shoes for that long.
Yeah, but my point is again, like I'm complaining about these crusty kicks that in my mind I think they're crusty, right? But I should be grateful.
Yeah,
I should be
gratitude.
grateful. I
Crusty.
like my faithful Chucks,
Yeah.
my gray faithful 15. Like yeah, these Chucks are older than some of my kids. A couple of them
What are
for
some
sure.
things you would say to somebody to like be practice gratitude? Like what are some things you would
Give,
share? Mm.
give, even though it's difficult. So like giving, oh bro, oh my gosh, dude. Like one of the things I do not do far near as often as I should do, but makes me feel the best is like feeding homeless people or helping out at like soup kitchens and stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's a soup kitchen in Costa Mesa. I think it's called like I don't know what it's called, but I'll figure it out. Maybe we can even go. But like I love that. So give, like go to soup kitchen. If you're having a hard time being grateful, go to a soup kitchen. Um, find people that help the homeless, or like different churches have different ministries that help the homeless or less fortunate. Like when you or go to a different country, go on a mission trip with a church or something. See how people live in other parts of the world and
Oh wow, that's
compare
good.
that to what we have. I mean, when I went to El Salvador
Yeah.
and to Guatemala, like it's different. It's different. Like you go to some places and like they're still like, and this is not a long time ago. This was like in the early 2000s. I think like 2002, 2003.
Hmm.
They you go to some places and there's outhouses like a hole in the ground and like a concrete like little oval
Dang, bro.
toilet and some newspaper, like straight up.
Yeah.
Like that's rough. I like I would I couldn't I would like I couldn't live like that.
That reminds me a few days ago too. We were sharing how like dude we have flushing toilets and like other countries don't.
Yeah,
And like and
running
we
water,
have running water.
electricity.
We got electricity. We have heat as well. Other countries don't have that. And like
I
one
mean,
day,
yeah,
whenever the water shuts off for like even a couple hours, I'm like, dang, I, I'm so used to having water.
yeah.
I don't realize how much it sucks not having water.
This yeah. Well,
It's
this
like
is
so
how
different.
this is how misconstrued society is, right?
Yeah.
So we're living in a society right here that I would say is fairly at peace, right? With the exception of people being idiots, right? There are other countries where genuine, like true, justifiable civil unrest runs rapid and there's conflict, right?
Yeah.
And little wars and things going on. And we're so spoiled here that privileged Americans are cause their own civil unrest with little riots when things arise, or they want to people want to complain and bitch and moan about this and that, and hey, let's get all
Oh,
together and let's cause a ruckus and vandalize things, and like that's how spoiled we are, and that's how ungrateful a society is. Instead of being grateful and thinking constructively on how you can
wow.
make a positive impact on society to to right the wrongs, or the wrongs that you deem in your eyes, or have meaningful conversations with those in power who have the ability to make a change that you vision or can envision,
Hmm.
for the embetterment of society. But no, let's just all gather together and break shit.
Isn't that crazy
That's how
how
spoiled we are, like
like we're
babies.
so spoiled that like in America we have so much. We're so fortunate that we're even able to think about writing. Other
Yeah,
countries, they don't have time to think about that shit. They're
no,
busy surviving. They're busy trying to find food,
yeah,
But we like you said, we complain, we moan about like smallest things, the
yeah.
smallest things, dude.
It's fact, man.
I wasn't gonna say anything. Continue.
Okay, okay, okay. No, that was
I'm
good.
just breathing.
No, no, that was good, man. No, it's a good it's a good topping point, and it's something that I think we need to practice gratitude, right? And so being grateful is something that we should practice, and then we do that by doing things that we that I mentioned, like go to a soup kitchen, help people out,
Like help people
give,
out,
yeah, give
share,
without
support
expecting to
them.
receive.
That's right.
And it's like when you feel something tugging on your heart, like you should do something good and you should give, you probably should do it.
Hmm.
You probably should do it. It's fun. I have a funny story. There was a time not too long ago where God was really tugging on my heart, and I was having this internal conversation with God. And we're dialoguing back and forth, and like I'm driving, I'm getting on the freeway, and I have this sandwich, this chicken sandwich that my friend's mom made for me, homemade chicken sandwich, and I was
That sounds
starving.
that sounds good
I
right
was
now.
getting ready to get into. I'm hungry, dude. Yeah, I was getting ready to get into it, dude. And like there was a some, I don't know if they were homeless, but I don't want to call them a beggar, but someone panhandling at the end of the median strip, and I was making a left hand turn, and I felt well, God was telling me like, "Yo, give him half of your sandwich," and I'm like, "Yo, homie's not gonna eat the sandwich. He's not gonna want. Homie wants money so he can buy some booze or drugs."
Mm.
And God's like, "Give him your sandwich," and
Give it to him.
I'm like, "For real? Okay." And so I did. And no, I asked. No, so I wrote down the one. I said, "May I give you half of my chicken sandwich?" He stops him. He's like, "Sure," and he took it, and I felt good about it. And then me and God continued to talk about some things, and it was good, and it felt great. So like even giving, like, and that's the point. Like I felt like, man, I should do this, and I did. Right, the like a couple weeks ago, I was um I was skateboarding at Volcom Skate Park in Costa Mesa, and I had just went to the grocery store and I had a bunch of waters, cases of water and stuff. We were skating. There was a good amount of people, at least like a dozen people or more.
Mm.
And I had a bunch of cases of water in my car, and like I was getting ready to leave, and I saw this water, and something told me, you know what, you should go hook everyone up some water. So I just walked around with the case and just started handing out waters.
Mm.
It felt good. It's
Just
nice. It
help
was
out. Just
kind,
give.
bro. Yeah,
Just giving.
that's the best way to practice gratitude. By giving, by giving, by giving without expecting to receive.
That is the best way, actually. And where you can also start, like getting into a daily habit of just like speaking out, like what you're grateful for. Like, what are three things you are grateful for today?
Oh yeah,
Right, especially first thing in the morning. Like, you want to set your tone. You want to set the tone for your day, right? With gratitude, right? and that's going to carry over throughout your day. You're going to have a good day. You know,
100%,
it's like the intention you set for yourself, and then like doing so, like you're going to end up giving that day.
I'm grateful for this cup of coffee right here.
We get free coffee, bro. Think about how much we save. Like what, $4 per day, $5 per
At
day,
least.
coffee.
And it tastes good.
No, we say $20. We drink a lot of coffee.
I'm grateful for this. I don't always have coffee creamer, but I put creamer in my coffee today. And I'm grateful for it. It tastes good.
Yeah.
It's like a little treat.
Much gratitude.
I'm grateful for it. Like the little things. I'm grateful for these chucks.
Why do
I'm
you
grateful for this, bro. I've had this shirt for like, I bought this shirt when I was in Kansas, dude.
That was a long time
I
ago,
left
bro.
Kansas in 2016, so I've had this for like almost 10 years.
How does your shirt not shrink? Does it shrink at all?
It's the material. It's like a freaking, I don't know. It doesn't shrink. Yeah, just take care of it.
All my shirts shrink, so I got to get new ones every time. Every time I wash
He doesn't know how to do laundry.
Every time I washed it. First of all, I do, but there's stuff that I don't know. Therefore, I need you to teach me how to do laundry in a more efficient and effective way.
My mom's was like a beast on like getting us like trained on like, all right, separate. You got to separate the whites from the heavies and the colors, and then like, okay, that's delicate, bro. Like insane, bro. I was ironing my own clothes when I was like 9 years old, dude.
Dude, my mom put them all together. She would shrink all the clothes too.
Bro,
that's where I get it from.
Dude, I would iron my clothes. I'd have it ready the night before in my closet, hung up. Like, I would do weird things like that when I was a kid. And like, yeah, it was just that kind of stuff was important to me. Dude, I remember one time I got in a fight when I was in, I think like third grade. Third grade. At Catholic school, St. Louis of France.
Yeah.
I got in a fight because we were playing dodgeball or something like that. We're throwing do you remember those big round rubber balls? We're throwing them at each other.
Oh yeah, I know those.
And we wore white shirts and gray corduroys. And we were playing, but the kid threw the ball at me, and I guess it hit in a puddle and it hit my shirt and it got my shirt dirty, and I got mad, bro. And so I went up to him, I started just wailing on him, we started going at it. Moses. That's his name, I think. Moses, if you're out there, I'm sorry, bro. I really am. I was whack. I should not have done that. So if you see this, Moses, I'm sorry, bro. God bless you. Much love. I owe you lunch and, a couple cervezas, something, Yeah, if you're still out there, bro.
I remember. I think I had something happen to me, too. I wore white shirts. It got dirty. I was pissed. I didn't yell, though. I was pissed.
Isn't it weird how now, like, white shirts for me, I'm able to keep them cleaner better than I was able to when I was younger? Does that make sense?
I just stopped wearing white shirts.
I like wearing white shirts.
Mine get dirty.
I cycle them out. Like, I'll buy a bunch and then wear them, and I'm like, all right, cool, you're dingy. I'll use it as an undershirt or something.
Oh, that's true, too.
Yeah, and then I'll just ditch it.
Bro, over the years, I would have, like, because I would cycle through so many like white shirts and black tees, bro. Like those shrink every single time, right?
How do they shrink though, bro? I don't understand. What are you doing?
It's material, bro. I just put it in like the dryer. I put it on like medium to low, and then it just shrinks.
Oh,
it gets smaller and smaller.
No, but it shouldn't continue to shrink, bro. Are you sure you're not just getting buffer and buffer, bro? You're just getting bigger.
I'm just getting buff.
Eating too much banh mi.
Too much banh mi.
Too much pho, bro. What's going on, bro? Maybe you're just getting bigger.
Too much carbs.
Too much carbs.
But then, bro, I have like every year, bro, I have like a freaking big ass bag of like black and white shirts. I just give away. I just like donate. That's
hilarious, dude.
It's a pro club shirts.
Pro club.
No, they shrink like
they don't shrink, bro. I have them.
I got extra large. They shrink, and then, I mean, they don't continue to shrink. Them like the bottom part just gets wider. It's weird.
Okay, we'll see. I'll test it out. I just started using.
You want some shirts?
No, I don't want your
For
crusty.
skating?
I don't want your old crusty freaking extra large shrinking Pro
They're-
Club shirts.
they're-
Your bootleg Pro Club shirts, bro, that you bought off a truck somewhere in Westminster.
I
I know, bro.
They're shrunken
I know what it is, bro.
I shrank them with love, though.
It's-
You want some shrunken shirts with love, though?
Bro,
Are you not
goodness gracious,
grateful
man.
for a free bag of clothes? Oh.
I'm not grateful for that, bro. I'll take a look, bro. No. Center of gravity. It does feel good to wake up early.
Yeah, it does. It's Friday, guys.
It's
having
Friday.
fun.
We're having fun.
We're grateful. We're grateful to be here. Like it's like
I want a short day. I got a loan to submit. I think I have
Yeah.
2. I might have 2. I think I have 2.
you know, you guys are joining us. We're just having fun, having a conversation. Every podcast, like
It's different, but the same.
yeah, like
But not.
we have these conversations either way, and like
Yeah.
so many times, I forget. I can't even count anymore.
You know what I'm grateful for?
Wait, real quick.
Yes.
Like
Dang.
like we continue in a bit, but we have so many conversations where we're like, damn, we should have recorded this
Oh yeah.
every single time.
All
So
the time.
now we're just recording,
Just
and like,
recording.
it's very impactful. You know.
Yeah. I mean, if
What are you grateful for?
this
What were you sharing?
counseling session here, but I'm also grateful like for the lender. I'm grateful for this company. Lender, shout out to the lender. Cool company, great team.
Funded
Great leadership.
$244 million
Yeah,
last month
tons
as a team.
Tons, a lot, good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, that's what it is. What else are we looking?
You know what I'm thinking about?
What are you thinking about?
Some
Dinner?
bacon, potatoes.
Burrito. Yeah,
Burrito.
bro. That's what I'm thinking about too. I'm hungry right now.
I'm thinking the truck probably left or is still here. Do you know?
I don't know. Hey, listen. Either way, if they're here, great. If they're not, great. Either way, we'll muscle through, and it's gonna be an amazing Friday. We're gonna get a lot done. We're gonna close the week out strong, start the month out strong.
Yep.
And we're gonna kill it.
That's right. And by the way, I guess that concludes episode 28 of the Hustle Podcast.
I think so.
And by the way,
how long have we been going on for? I feel like it was. I don't know. I don't know if I'm satisfied with the length of this podcast. Or could that be lack of gratitude on my part?
a good 30 minutes?
Was that a good 30 minutes?
Good 30 minutes, yep.
So I should be grateful
Yeah.
for that 30 minutes.
Yep.
Well, I am.
Yep.
I'm really grateful.
And by the way, if you guys are a mortgage broker, you're a loan officer, and you need deals to be pushed through, we got DSCR loans, non-QM, right? We got great rates,
FHA pricing strong.
strong FHA
Strong
pricing.
FHA pricing, down payment assistance program that'll go to 101.5%. CLTV, most competitive pricing in the industry, offering generous rebate.
And we have great AEs, right?
Yeah,
That lock in every single day.
100%.
We get in the office 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. PST.
Yeah.
You know,
But today's Friday, so we might dip a little
might dip
earlier.
early, you know.
But if you need something, just hit me up on the celly. Hey.
Say what's up. All right. I guess that concludes episode 20 of the Hustle Podcast. If you guys liked it, you guys enjoyed it, leave a comment, give us feedback, let us know what you think, and share with your friends. That's how we grow the pod. And if you want to get a chance to be on the podcast, hit us up. Our
Indeed.
information is going to be in the bio or description, wherever it is, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, all of the above. So
Leave a comment, like, follow, and share.
subscribe. All right. Friday, big day today. Let's rock
Let's
and
get
roll.
it.